poppin', gamers? WQ here, guys. What's up, gamers? Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Our gamers, serious, professional, mature WQ here. So my brother, he died obviously like 3 weeks ago, and which is like really shocking, by the way. Clearly. But yeah, I'm going up to his grave site right now. Actually, we held the funeral last week. Actually, the week ago on Tuesday, and you know, the whole thing is just really unexpected and out of the blue and very impromptu. Also, nobody in my family has any experience with this stuff, so thank you everybody who donated to the GoFundMe, because like really without that, this wouldn't have happened at all. And the other thing about funerals, which I've learned recently, is that they're very necessary to do quickly, right? Because you have a decaying body, so it's like you have to do these things very quickly. Now some people do cremations, but I'm like, I don't do that stuff. So yeah, the funeral was interesting. I don't know, it was what it was, right? Like, it's me, my family, and then some very close family friends. There were 7 of us there. The whole thing I think took probably about 45 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I stayed over because I wanted to see them totally bury the casket. But hey, we're gonna walk up there right now, see what's going on. I'll show you guys where it is. It's a pretty good location. So yeah, well, let's go up there right now. So before the actual funeral, I had to do a viewing of my brother's body. And that was like, again, that was what, 2 weeks after the event. At that point, I kind of pushed past it. And then I had to do this viewing of my brother's body, and it like emotionally devastated me. That was brutal. I mean, that was hard. If you have ever done that, or if you can't imagine how this, that actually is like totally crazy. It really like affected me. I had this horrible headache for like 4 or 5 days straight after the funeral as well. And I don't know why I had this headache, but I have to have been mental anguish. And eventually what happened is like, my head hurt so badly, I just had to let things go. I had to just be like, yeah, I gotta let this go. I can't keep brooding these feelings. I actually really think talking about this on video not only helps other people that are going through this too, but it's helped me kind of like expunge a lot of my negative thoughts and negative feelings and like my bottled up thoughts. It's actually really helping bring that to the table and kind of like get it out there and help me move on a little bit. So yeah, I'm kind of grateful that you guys are here. Appreciate it a lot, guys. But yeah, that was rough. I mean, like, that was rough. Like, I definitely was like, oh shit. Another thing is, honestly, the best way for me and my mind frame to move on or move through this is to pretend it didn't happen. Just kind of block out my mind and just be in denial. Or just pretend there's like an afterlife and get like religious. Those are like the best things I've noticed that help me out mentally. Yeah, it's not quite up there, but it's that direction, and I think you take a left. But yeah, just brazenly pretending that this didn't happen and my brother's still alive is like one of the best things to do for me to mentally cope, which is a little weird because it's like directly contradicting reality, but it just helps me get through the day. So you know, that's been a big deal. Now yeah, let's go to the store. Want to check out some things at the store, and then we'll go to the place. What's poppin', gamers? Okay, so I started streaming again, and I know I said I quit streaming because of this, and like, whenever I streamed, I was depressed, and like, you know, when I was at YouTube in 2016, I was always in a good mood, and it helped bring my family together. And then when I didn't stream, my family kind of like, attitudes got a lot worse, like relationships really got bad, and then like, obviously it moved out, my brother did this, and I blame myself a lot. But yeah, that brings up 2 things. Number 1, Apollo directly blamed 2 people for why he did this, and in hindsight, I think he's wrong, honestly, and I hate to say it, but you know, I hate to say on dying man's wish, but I think he's wrong. I learned a few things from this. Number 1, like, don't blame yourself for why somebody else decides to do this to themselves. And I mean, unless there's like really explicit reasons, but really ultimately you can't blame yourself for this stuff. And I don't think we should be blaming other people for this stuff either, because it's just not true. It's just not a correct thing to do. And so yeah, basically to Dark Viper, and believe me guys, I don't like Dark Viper at all. I think Dark Viper is kind of a scumbag. I think he's kind of a scammer. Like, gonna be honest, immoral. Definitely would say immoral. I don't think he had good intentions to Apollo. I do think he was probably feel good about Paul passing. Can I say that? I can't trust Dark Viper, but I don't think Dark Viper is to blame. I also don't think Easy Escape is to blame, like, at all. Just in hindsight, you know, actually experiencing this directly, how sudden, how impromptu this is. Now, I don't think either one of them is to blame at all, actually. Like, maybe they're to blame as a part of a network, or, you know, everything is a factor. They definitely were a factor to Apollo's stress levels, but I don't think you can blame them as people. I just don't. And again, I don't like Dark Viper at all. I really think that guy's a scumbag. So I just think Apollo was wrong on that one. Also, another thing I learned is don't do anything major afterwards. I read a pamphlet and it was pretty helpful, and it's one thing it said is like, don't do anything major after the stuff happens. Like, wait a year before you make major life changes. That's why I started streaming again, because I know I said I stopped streaming, but I did think about it. It was a little reactionary, and I don't think making reactionary decisions like that, that are like these reactionary grand decisions, is a good idea. So I kind of, it's like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna go back neutral. And I was thinking about it, you know, I wanted to stream. The past few streams I've done actually have been helpful for my mentality, and they've been fun in general. So it's like, okay, it's been a good decision, more or less. Now, with that in mind, I actually want to go back to school. I'm pretty sure I'm going back to school. That's a major life decision, so I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe I should hold back on that, but that's something I'm going to have to stew for a while, because I think I need to go back to school. I might be able to meet one of these church girls, or meet a nice girl that's not like one of these crazy, you know, tattoo, piercing, like party girl, 24/7 party girls. I might, because like most of Eugene are those women, and I just can't get along. I just don't get along with those girls. But I might be able to meet a nice church girl at school, which would be nice. And also, honestly, frankly, it's just so much easier to get a better paying job, because I'm in the top 99.999 percentile of like intelligence, education, learning, adaptability, ability in general. Why am I getting paid so little? It doesn't make any sense. So it's like, well, let's just go back to school, be easy, breeze through it, get a good education. Not only am I really smart and I'm just good looking, but I'm connected and well connected, great social skills, incredible work ethic. It's like, it'd be easy for me to succeed. Yeet. Kidding, but I'm serious. Now, gamers. I am thinking about going to school. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back to school, which means pretty much streaming YouTube is like on a hold. You know, it's just how it is. That's okay. I mean, streaming YouTube is mostly a hobby right now anyway. I'm mostly doing this for fun. It's not really like going anywhere. But it's really, honestly, it is fun. Anyway, gamers. Okay, guys, I'm at this like a sidewalk, and there's like tomatoes in this. Hey, don't mind if I do, right? Like, I love tomatoes. I know people like, they grow these plants so people can eat them. But I know they would get mad if you eat like all their tomatoes. But hey, why not? Okay, so I'm on Willamette Street, and you pretty much just go down Willamette Street to like 45th, that way. And then I'm here. It's called Sunset Memorial Park, and it's near the top of Sunset Memorial Park. So we'll go there, I'll show you where it's at, but that's where he's buried. Yeah, Sunset Hills, 4810. That's where it is. And here's the park. So, he's up there. I'll go up there in a second here. Well, you can see you can see where my brother is buried, it looks like. Yeah, watch them repurpose the land, which right here. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. I want to say it's Leech or Ledge, and then March. It's between March and Leech. Right above Phillips on the ground. So yeah, if you're ever at Sunset Hills, I'm at the top of the hill. There's a thing right there. There's a road right there. So yeah, come visit. Yeah, I was saying, like, you kind of block it out of your mind, but whenever I come up here, it's like definitely makes you rethink everything. Makes you re-experience everything too. It's just really unfortunate, but hey, I mean, just how it is. And I want to say that GoFundMe. So the funeral, it was $12,000 total, and it was like almost exactly $12,000. It was $48.40 on the funeral home, and then this cemetery was, I think, or no, this cemetery was $48.40. The funeral home, I think, was $7,095. So almost exactly $12K, which means I got $16K from the GoFundMe because of PayPal. which means there's about 4,000 left over. Now a lot of that is going to go to the headstone. There's no headstone. The headstone, I've heard it costs 1,000 to 2,000, and that's not custom built, and I probably gonna get custom built in some way. So that leaves me a little bit left over. I'm not sure exactly what to do on that, but I'm sure we'll find a good home for that money. But yeah, thanks everybody for donating again. Thanks if nothing else, just letting me pay for this, because me and my brother Bart, we were kind of. At least I always felt like we were kind of we were all each other had in a lot of ways, because obviously like my mom, you would think is the closest person to him, but and I always felt like I was the closest person to him just because I was so similar to him. I understood him really well. At least I thought I did. And we just had a lot in common. And like you know, my mom is much older than me and him. When she passes, you know, to me it was like I would always have Bart there, but. Yeah, he's obviously not with us, so I don't know. I'm obviously not alone in the world, but you can see how, in my life, I definitely shakes things up a lot. It really shakes things up. I have the rest of my family still, but it really shakes things up. Also, interestingly, you can see someone who's buried right there recently too. So I mean, it's a thing that happens, guys. It really is a thing. It does happen. You know, man, it's just how it is. So we got a really good spot for my brother. It's really nice up here. It's a great funeral home, honestly. Both Major Family Funeral and Sunset Hills, they treated us really well. They're great people, really respectful. Like, you know, if you're in Eugene, Oregon, it was pretty smooth. I mean, it's smooth for what it can be, right? But yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys, and just understanding. And I'll just slight update everything. Again, if you ever want to visit his grave, there will be a placard here. They told me it's usually between like 1 to 3 months or 2 to 3 months or something, or like 6 weeks to 12 weeks. But because of this whole economic slowdown, it can be quite a bit longer. And then on top of that, if it's custom built, it takes even longer. So I mean, it's going to take anywhere between 1 and 6 months to get a placard on the ground for him. But yeah, if you are ever in the area, or if you wanted to visit, there you go. There's the information. Hope you guys are coming together. I don't know, to Bart's audience, because I know a lot of you guys are watching these videos. I don't know what anything in this Discord, this channel is going to do. Yeah, the whole thing is a bit odd. It is a bit sudden. It is also I haven't been adjusting his Discord at all, and I haven't been making updates on my GoFundMe. So I think I gotta cancel the GoFundMe or end it or something. Like it goes beyond me, but. Yeah, my brother's Discord, I'm pretty sure his computer like logged out or like locked or something. We don't know the password, so I don't even think I can post on his Discord anymore, which, oh well. And then we literally left his room. We didn't touch it. We haven't touched it, which I actually, in hindsight, like I think is the right thing to do. But yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do about that. So I'm just going to let it coast, let it ride. And in any way. See you guys in the future. See you guys in the next one. I'll be around. Feel free to DM me too. I know a lot of people were DMing me. Feel free to DM me. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's easier for me to not address it and to avoid it than it is to address it. So that's kind of why I've been kind of like silent on a lot of things. Like if you guys ever speedran or like played video games and you hit a major accomplishment, or like in speedrun if you get a major PB, I usually would spend the next few days watching the PB and reading all the comments and finding people talking about me online and like going on Twitter and like, really basking in it and I'm taking it in. This happens, I had to do that on a little bit in order to, do the funeral stuff and get the GoFundMe situated. But frankly, I'd rather avoid it. I don't really want to talk about it. I don't enjoy talking about it, obviously. So just some context there. I think most people understand that, but for the people that don't. Anyway, yeah, have a good one, guys. Okay, guys, way up there. Yeah, way up there. I've been up there once, and I made a video up there as well. And I want to go up there one day again. We'll do that soon. I actually wanted to walk with Apollo up there because it reminded me of Ashland. And I think Apollo did. It reminded me of the coast, right? It reminded me of the coast, and he lived in Ashland. He didn't live at the coast, so it kind of made no sense. But I really thought he would like it up there.
So I went, because he wanted to come down to Eugene and hang out one day. And I did too, but back then I was just a little bit too awkward, and then obviously this whole thing happened with Apollo and then my brother, But we'll have to walk back out there at some point still, and hopefully, at least for a long while, no one else in my life takes their life. That would be great.